Yeah. Ooh, we are seeing a dragon lock deck.
Dragon lock?
Yeah.
Oh! Just with Fairy Dragon. Continued swinging.
It's a kind of slow kind of deck. You do want to... Ooh. Do you actually...
Probably.
No, do you actually not tap?
Well, he's missing a card. Normally you have, what,
Oh, wait,
8
1,
here
2,
so you could
3,
play a
4, 5,
giant?
6. 1, 2...
So yeah, it looks like he possibly did not.
Yep. So we will see the Twilight Guardian coming down here. I think that's also pretty good, but it will be answered quite easily by an execute. So yeah, I
going to go
definitely
with the Soulfire to remove the Berserker.
yeah, I definitely like that. If the Twilight Guardian is actually removed in any kind of efficient kind of way, that Berserker is gonna do tons of damage.
I'm wondering if he actually just missed his whole turn last turn. Or, yeah. Like, maybe he also DC'd?
He drew with the lifetime, he only has 9, so that was actually really interesting. Or maybe he actually wanted to conserve his life total since he knows that Tempo Warrior can actually play quite aggressively, and especially with the life tap too, right? Twilight Guardian just to stop the bleeding just a little bit. But there's not much other removal, so but then we do see an execute in Transchaos' hand. And you can combo with the Blood Ichor. Yeah.
Cold Master trade. Maybe he gets rid of his Fairy Dragon. Because it is weak to...
Alpha. Well, no, the 2 damage card. So there would be like 5 damage on the board, but we do see Alex draws as champion as well.
Yeah, just so much dragon or damage coming from the Dragon Warrior deck.
So
like maybe if he had one more mana on the other side, he could just have Siphon Soul the previous turn, and only have to deal with the War Commander. Yeah, that's just it. Not much he could do there.
Yeah, I kind of see this as a little bit of an old school kind of a mage versus a warlock, especially when you want either a freeze mage or a tempo mage. It would do quite well against this slow type of warlock deck in general. And we do see a Ragnaros in Abaims' hand, so that's also pretty interesting too.
So yeah, that deck is really slow. Like, I'm amazed on how slow it is, like even throwing Rag in there. Yeah, so standard tempo. I wouldn't be surprised if this is Hot Form's build. See the Acolyte, double Acolyte.
Yeah, double Acolyte, yeah.
So double mirror images, so yeah, just playing a creature, probably... Yeah, I don't see any reason not to...
Yeah. Unless Abaims actually has Hellfire, then playing Acolyte might feel a little bad.
Oh,
but
I think you take the Soulfire there. It seems really flexible. I don't know if I would use it that turn, though.
Oh, man.
Because he could be discarding one of his mini 4-drops that he actually wants to play.
Ooh, that's a 4-drop that he wants to play.
It was also the only dragon in hand.
Yeah.
That was a bit awkward.
Yeah, that is. Try to make him draw like 1 only, right? But we do have the Spellbreaker, so we can nullify that a little bit. And we do see a Malagos as well, so this deck is really interesting. We see Rag, we see Malagos, so this is a really slow type of Warlock deck that you said before.
So yeah, I also saw in his beginning Mulligan hand that he had Emperor in the deck as well. So yeah, it's probably likely that he's playing double Soulfire. I wouldn't be surprised that he probably accidentally discards it quite a bit, though.
Okay, so we are in turn 4. Nothing really good that he can play at the moment. Like, every 4-drop that I see in his hand feels bad. Yeah, the Spellbreaker is probably one of the only 4-drops I can play for at least tempo, just to survive a little bit in the early game against this tempo mage deck.
Likely just see Frostbolt into it, and maybe this Arcane Otherlay.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, Earth and Reinforce here is not bad. It's sort of similar to the Spellbreaker too, but just losing out on an extra attack, which is not that big of a deal in my opinion.
It does set up the trade with the Corruptor, and he did pick up that Malagos, which is a dragon for the Corruptor, where a few turns ago he discarded his only dragon. But like I said, Frostbolt just kills off any minion efficiently here, and it's smack face. Looks like he's going to lead with the Acolyte of Pain.
I definitely
probably feels like it's guaranteed to draw 2 cards this time around.
Yeah, I definitely like saving the Flame Waker rather than playing it with the Frostbolt, just because you can do a pretty big turn with the Flame Waker, so there's not too much of a rush just playing Flame Waker.
Well, the longer you wait, the better it usually gets.
Yeah. Ooh,
you actually get to draw the cards you want with it.
Oh man, you can even use Blood Mage with Arcane Blast. Yeah, Arcane Blast into Forgotten Torch. Oh wait, no, just Arcane Blast. Yeah, just Arcane Blast is enough. Yeah.
I was actually thinking
What,
Forgotten Torch is just
to the face?
seems good. I
Alright.
wouldn't go face. So yeah, he's probably just gonna go with the Arcane Blast here. Oh, and he picks up the second Arcane Missile, so he can have an explosive turn with that
Yeah.
Flamewaker. Like possibly if he picks up the second one, he could just like OTK his opponent. Like each one actually deals 7 damage each. That's 21 damage. So he's only 3 points of damage off in that way.
And yeah, the Flamewakers with the Arcane Missile is gonna be devastating, especially with the mirror images too. And we can't even see Abaims actually removing this Blood Mage Thalnos. Oh wait, we can't. We do see a way, like there's Hellfire, but he can't really finish off the Water Elemental either. So playing Emperor is actually not that bad, but since Transchaos actually have something on board, this can easily be removed, especially when he has spell damage on board too. Like,
I wonder if there's a route that he can actually just kill him.
Oh, he's going
Is there
all in
any
right now.
world like you have 4 on board? Each Arcane Missiles actually does what 6
like
damage,
8,
and then the Forgotten Torch
14.
does 6 as well. So
Yep.
that's well, he can't play both Arcane Missiles plus Forgotten Torch. Oh, so he's probably gonna trade the Blood Mage then.
Ooh, it would be
But with
unfortunate.
Arcane Blast instead of, I mean, Arcane Missiles instead of Mirror Images. That would have given you an option to actually just trade in the 1/1 into the guy instead and draw more cards.
Yeah. You can also go with the Hellfire and Coil, but then that also feels bad too, just because. Ooh, okay.
Still can't deal with the 3 that would be on board.
Yeah. Okay, so Argusing the Spellbreaker just to last a
I think I
little
would have
longer.
probably wanted to Coil first, but
Oh,
That happened.
that's actually really kind of relevant, like the Doomsayer.
bored, and that's about it.
So okay, so let's see, you played called Sorcerer. Okay, so if he's playing Abandon Worm, he's definitely not going for lethal this turn. So there's
No,
actually
I don't
no
think it
lethal
was possible to
damage.
get lethal.
Yeah, exactly.
You actually only had 11 damage, and then Arcane Missiles. Surprised that we're going to see a Fireball on it. Looks like he might just go a trade in and then hero power it down. So probably going to trade with the Flamewaker as well.
No,
No.
just going face. Something in. But he can't really play the Siphon Soul with the Corruptor like he wanted to.
Well, what do you Siphon Soul here? I don't think Flamewaker was the correct answer.
He
Like, you already silenced that.
Oh,
You could have
okay.
gone for either the plus spell power.
Yeah. I think this is
Uh-oh.
pretty heads
This
up
one-
from Abaims.
Okay.
He actually played around the Fireball that was in hand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
working out pretty nicely.
Mhm.
But there is a lot of top decks for the mage deck. Could just be. It's like anyway, nothing. I think tapping might be right there.
Yeah, I think tapping is
'Cause
right.
You feel like you're dead to Fireball anyway,
Mhm.
so why play around it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's gonna go Soulfire yourself. Come on, dang. It's just gonna go with the safest play. Kill the only creature on board.
Mhm.
Dies the Roaring Torch or is the Fireball? Ah. Could have used both.
You could have used both. I didn't update Transchaos score, but right now he's 2-0 again. So
Like when Mally went out is when Secret Paladin came in, so yeah, it's actually old school, man. Like it's over a year old.
yeah, true.
They're seeing it again, and like it hasn't seen that much tournament play.
Mhm.
And we've seen this Druid deck.
So we do see a pretty good
Shaman.
curve from Transchaos side.
Wow.
And I was surprised that Shaman wasn't actually banned. I'm actually curious what Bomb actually banned. Okay, the Warlock. Okay, reasonable. Quite a reasonable ban.
Well, interesting, because he's playing likely the build that you were playing. Actually, no, his is Yogg. But so he's playing like double war. I wouldn't be surprised if that deck also plays Dark Arakoa as well.
Yeah.
Like it is a pretty big taunt minion, really hard to deal with.
Especially since it's a Cthulhu card, and you don't really need Cthulhu to actually make that card good. Like,
Well, yeah, it's a strong.
Yeah, this is a strong card in general. Like, it's such a solid card.
But I'm pretty certain at this point that Transchaos is actually playing an aggressive shaman build. So this is probably the Yogg Druid's worst nightmare. Like they don't want to see the most aggressive build out there.
Yeah.
Them right now. And oh my god, if Flame Tongue comes out right now, I don't know. Like it's probably done, set in stone at that point. But it was not. It was just the.
Well, I mean, like, you can play on turn 3. A Pharaoh Spirit is probably another option too. Like, if you play
it's
Pharaoh
definitely
Spirit on
both.
turn 3,
Play
you can,
Pharaoh Spirit.
you can play Doomhammer on turn
Well,
5.
actually, okay. So
Oh.
I was gonna say, okay, you go this, so it makes it so that your turn 5, you can actually go straight into Doomhammer.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
instead, I mean, this is probably just as good.
yeah, yeah. That was also
Looks like he's
possible.
gonna try clearing as much as possible, just killing off that tunnel truck, because that tunnel truck can be insanely scary.
Okay, so would you play Finley here or would you Hero Power? Okay, for Hero Power.
Yeah, I think you could just get healing totem, which would be pretty good. Prevents you from getting like the second swipe clear your board.
Okay, so we will.
It's got a big behind, like 14 health or 12 health is just way too much for any
Yeah.
aggro tech to actually kill.
Usually you want to mulch a really good minion, right? So.
I've actually seen a lot of reverse, like
Really?
people try to save the board from like Doomsayer, and then you get like.
Would you just go face here? I would just go face here with the Doomhammer. Okay, never mind. Apparently,
I think he's just gonna go with the bolt because you could lose to.
Oh, right,
Like,
right.
use
That's
so
true.
badly,
That's
especially
true.
since
Like a 10-10.
he's probably
makes your
getting some.
board. I don't run Raven items.
Well, yeah, you're also not running Stack Helm.
Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, that's definitely true.
Yeah, so just go with the 7-7.
Yeah, I think the 7-7 is too good.
I wouldn't even trade. I would just go face if I'm planning to do this. There's not much. Okay, swipe actually just wrecks you.
But if you're playing against like an aggressive shaman deck, I feel like Ancient Warrior is pretty good already. Like he had to spend all his resources just removing that, including with the 7-7 too. Like you trade in 7-7 and an additional.
Probably gonna see Abusive Sergeant come down with this line.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you need to taunt up or give that hack that totem. That'd be a free trade for him.
I think he
you
needs
go
to
face
like
for
that.
7.
Yeah, he goes to face for 7. Oh, and he doesn't get the.
Doesn't get any of it. Like yeah,
any of
he's just
it.
gonna take the heal because that's the only way he could lose. Is if he starts taking damage.
Pay attention,
Like
class.
you just want to play Emperor as soon as possible to make all your spells cheaper. Like he was at 19 and he was only staring at say like 11 points of damage.
Yeah, would you heal for 8? I think I would heal for 8, like with the
I think
hero
I'd be
rate.
scared. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Shaman, especially since you know this is more the aggressive variant.
Yeah, especially when you have time to right now, because there's only 3 damage on board.
Well, you also give value out of it by the teacher getting another 1/1, which is really good right now because it allows him to trade off things like
Yeah.
that Abusive Sergeant. Because that Finley right now is on 1/1 duty at the moment. Gonna get that free trade while pushing my opponent down. Yep, gain 8, so he's back to 20. And his hand is looking a little bit better.
Druid's point of view, if I'm playing like Yogg kind of Druid deck, there's really little kind of burst damage, like race potential, to actually beat this kind of matchup. Other than playing raw like Yogg on turn 10 and try to hope for the win, but
Hopefully Yogg gets you some shield blocks.
yeah, shield blocks, prolong the game a little bit, and just so you can, yeah, I would look for a swipe here with the Drake.
Before trades.
Yeah, let's see what he gets. Oh!
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
So one goes into Finley, the second one goes into the Argent Squire, and then
Yeah, the face.
swipe goes face.
Yeah, swipe go face. You need a race.
And teacher as well. Like this is actually a winnable position now. Like
Yep.
let me kill these 2 minions and put you down to what? 19? Or no, just 20.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, a bomb can actually lose. Oh wait, yeah, he can actually lose if a rock fighter is actually picked up.
Well, that's always a scary situation, but
Okay.
it's not happening here. So
Alright,
he
it's not
has
happening.
what? 4 in hand, 4 on board, so only 8 damage. So probably just attacking face
Would
for
you
a
remove
bunch
the
of...
teacher? I would probably remove the teacher rather than the Drake. You saw 2 swipes already, so I don't think the Drake would be that scary. The only scary thing is from the Druid generating extra 1/1s to remove your board. But I think he's going all face here. Oh, not deciding to play the other teacher. Oh, it's because
He
he
looks like he's
wants to
going
play
with
Emperor.
Emperor.
Yeah, he wants to play Emperor. Okay. Oh, Draxus!
Wait. Oh no, I was gonna say the whirlwind effect.
How did I feel about that? Draxus, so...
I don't
Interesting.
think it's good at
Oh,
the
Rock
moment.
Fighter! Okay, it's GG.
There's 10, yeah, that's
Yeah,
lethal.
GG. So Transchaos that's actually wiped up a bomb on the semi-finals, so definitely well played there.
Yeah, I got his points.
Yeah, picking up the Rock Fighter just when he needs it. That Draxus, that was actually quite excited.
Yeah,
for
you were
to
like,
actually see it play.
wow, is this draft